Good morning and welcome to Frequently Asked Questions from Tulia. My name is Rumbi Vunzawabaya, and we usually do a Immigration Friday, a live one. But this year, this season, we've started to do your frequently asked questions answered by one of our team. And we'll release these videos every Friday. So ask any questions that you have, and we will be able to answer them for you. So Tulia is a community interest company. We're based in Coventry, right in the heart of the United Kingdom, and we give advice and support to migrants living in the United Kingdom. We also give advice to migrants who are coming in from countries all over the world before they come, so that they don't fall into some of the difficulties that migrants in the United Kingdom sometimes face. We see that people can face problems such as destitution, where they are unable to work, or their immigration status has expired, or they've got no recourse to public funds, and they come into all sorts of problems. So those are the people that we help here in the UK. So our organization does, our work is twofold, in the sense that we do work where we charge for our services for people who can afford to pay for those services. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we then support people who are unable to pay and give advice to those who may who are in a position where they're unable to pay for their legal advice, or they're in a difficult financial position. So we're able to do both types of work, and that is the work that we do here in the United Kingdom. So, in order to avoid some of those problems, we advise people before they even jump onto a plane to come to the UK. Often people ask, what's the easiest and what is the best visa to use to come to the UK? Oh, that is a question that will take me a long time to answer. But I'm just going to answer this question in a very short time. Comparing between, some people say, is it better for me to come as a visitor because I've got all my papers in order and I want to come and work in the UK? Or is it, or how, what's the best way? So I'm going to talk just briefly today about the skilled worker visa, formerly the tier 2 visa. And I know that not everyone, that a lot of people know about this visa. But I want to reiterate some aspects about it and just give a little bit of information about that today. I believe this is the best visa at the moment to utilize in order to migrate to the United Kingdom. So a visitor's visa, one, it's very difficult to get. You'll find that visitors' visas are often refused. It's difficult to prove your intention to return. So if automatically you are wanting to come here to stay, then you're coming with the wrong motive. A visitor comes to visit and go back home. But with the skilled worker visa, the success rate is much higher because your intentions are clear, in that you are saying, I want to come and work, I want to come and settle. So historically, before Brexit, the skilled worker visa was mostly open to people who had a qualification, who had a degree, people who were nurses, doctors, architects, accountants, who were coming here for higher skilled jobs. However, post-Brexit, jobs that are not traditionally known as skilled workers, such as carers, senior carers, were opened up to people from all over the world and put onto the shortage occupation list, so that this opened the door for many more people to be able to migrate to the United Kingdom. We've seen many people coming from Zimbabwe, from India, from Nigeria, from all over the world, Kenya, utilizing the carer visa and the skilled worker visa. in different categories, but mostly senior carers and carers. So this visa, the benefit of it is that when you come to the UK already, you're coming with the intention to settle. You're already coming here with a job offer. You already have work and you're already on a pathway to settlement, which is a great benefit. And it's, you know, it's just amazing. Like for some of us who took a long time to get our indefinite leave to remain and British passports, and many people who are still struggling whilst in the UK for years and years before they've even got any lawful residence. This opportunity to migrate with all the with the ability to work and the ability to settle in a relatively short time is a massive, massive, massive advantage, and it's a wonderful opportunity. I cannot stress it, what a wonderful opportunity it is. So even though there's been some information about the difficulties and the challenges that are there, I think there is difficulty and challenge in everything. In every transition, in everything, there's difficulties. But if you're in Zimbabwe and you didn't know that you could come to the UK to work as a carer or a senior carer, I'm just going to summarize some of the key things that you need to think about. So number one, you need to get experience. Get experience in, or prepare yourself in terms of getting training. There are organizations who deliver such training in Zimbabwe, the Red Cross, St. John's. I know some universities are delivering it, some hospitals are delivering this training. Certain employers will accept only St. John's and Red Cross training. Other employers will accept any training. Other employers will accept transferable skills. So it's important to get the training for yourself as well, because there needs to be an awareness of what type of job am I going to do? What are the challenges? What is it really like on a day-to-day basis? How am I going to do this job? So that is one of the key things, to be able to get that training and basic understanding, so that when you do come here, it's only top up training or specific training for that specific employer and how they do things, and some of the UK regulations which may be slightly different. So I would definitely encourage everyone to, first of all, get the training. Don't be impatient and think I want to go now, because maybe the opportunity will pass or it will change. Of course, it's good to strike whilst the iron is hot. However, it's still important to be able to get all the training and prepare yourself mentally, prepare yourself with your skills, prepare yourself before you come. Acquire your English language certificate from your UKVI for your training for IELTS, general for UKVI. Undertake those tests, practice, write the test, and get the English qualification. Obtain the police clearance, obtain your TB test certificate, and then the money that's required for your visa, ticket, etc. So there's quite a lot of planning that goes into it even before you start looking for a job. So I would definitely say do two things at the same time. So start your training, start preparing to write your English, and at the same time, start looking for jobs. The reason I say that is the job hunting is the most difficult, and it takes time, because your sponsor has to also get their accommodation ready. They have to get their certificates of sponsorship. So the whole process can even take a long time. So I know some people were getting everything in order first and then applying, but sometimes their certificates are expiring. So what I would say is try and do both. Do your research. Do your research on jobs that are available. Look on Indeed. Look on the list of sponsors. Look through your contacts and do both. So get yourself ready and at the same time explore and look for jobs. Go for interviews if you're going to get interviews, and be able to know the market yourself. I often get people inboxing me and asking me for links to sponsors. Sometimes I will have clients who are looking and I'll refer people to them, but sometimes I don't. And sometimes I don't have capacity to be doing that because it's not part of the work that I do. And I always encourage people to also look online, search online for, if you're doing it for your relatives, search for them, search on the list, apply, and look for a job every single day. Be diligent in your search. If you're a Christian or a person who has a faith, pray as you do it. And I know people are saying we're praying every day. Good. Continue praying. Pray and act and do. And have discernment as well. Do your due diligence checks to see if the people are genuine who are advertising. Search for their websites online, phone the landline, check on the CQC links to see if it's a real company, check on Companies House. Do all your due diligence to check if the people that you're dealing with are authentic and genuine, if the company is authentic and genuine. The jobs are available and people are coming. I know some people who I advised and talked about this 8 months ago. They're here in the UK without me giving them a leg up, without me helping them, but through diligence and doing all those things which feel like it's a long way, but that is a good way. To be diligent in what you're doing, to persevere in what you're doing, to be thorough in your searching, to be thorough in your applications. One thing that I would say is, please, I beg, do not give fake information. It's so easy for employers to check online about, if you say I've been working at a nursing home in Pretoria that doesn't exist. People will be able to get that information quickly, and no one wants to recruit a liar. Nobody wants to recruit a liar. So tell the truth, do your due diligence, be patient, persevere, and keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. The opportunities will come and the opportunities will be there for you. Be patient, allow the recruiters to take their time. You know, it's very easy to just bring people but not be able to then support and integrate them if you've got large numbers that you're dealing with. So many employers do it gradually and you know, they're able to then integrate the people, train them, and ensure that they have the jobs. So take it easy. There's a proverb in Shona which says kumanya akuzu kushika. So running is not arriving. Speed. There's no need sometimes for haste and speed. It doesn't mean you will arrive at your destination. You will arrive quicker, but sometimes you may not arrive. You may trip up on the way. So it's important to be diligent. Take your time. Do things slowly and carefully, and you will be able to succeed. So yes, that is, in my opinion, the best visa at the moment. That is open to everybody. If you've got a PhD, you can come. If you've got O levels, you can come. If you are, you know, somebody who is not qualified, it's open for everyone. You need to speak English and pass your English, and you know, have the skills perhaps to be able to communicate well. But everybody can learn to be a carer. So take advantage of that, and yeah, all the best. So thank you very much. Next week, we will have more questions and more answers. Have a blessed day and a wonderful weekend, and a bank holiday remembering the Queen. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.